Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, just welcome to my channel and I hope you stick around. So I was actually about to start filming a video completely different from what I'm doing now, but then I was on Instagram like right before I started filming and I saw something that kind of like triggered me, so now I'm gonna talk about it. This topic, obviously you can see it by the title, is modeling and why I think it's hard. My whole life I wanted to be a model since I was like very little. I even have it like written piece of paper that I wrote when I was like 5 years old, and I always saw that as such a glamorous and just such a beautiful career. And one of my aunts used to do it, so I was like, wow, that's all I want to do. And when I turned 15, that's when I actually started pursuing that dream. So I convinced my mom to take me to a modeling agency in Ottawa, where they welcomed me with like open arms. They were super nice, super, just the best. So this agency, they were super nice. They actually believed in me even though I had never done it, obviously. I was only 15 or 16. I don't know, one of the two. Actually, one of the agents, she believed in me so much that she gave me a whole course that they offer for like it was like $3,000. It's not like you needed to take it. It wasn't mandatory, but like they wanted you to take it because you will learn a lot from it. I actually did. I learned so much from that program. But yeah, they gave it to me for free, which was amazing. So I'm guessing that kind of means that they saw some kind of potential in me. So I took the course and everything, and then I started working with them. They gave me a bunch of little photo shoots just to build my portfolio, which is what you have to do as soon as you start getting serious in this industry. So yeah, so I started going to all those little photo shoots and I did everything I had to do. But right after that, they started being serious and they told me that I needed to lose some weight. I needed to lose some weight on my hips, which is my butt, and my legs. My waist was always like 23 to 24 inches, which is pretty small. So they were okay with that. But then my hips, like I'm Latina, so even if I have a small waist, I'm gonna have big hips. So they were like, we can't have that if you want to be a model. So you gotta lose like, I had to lose like 4 inches or something like that, which is crazy. But I was like, maybe it's just fat. I can just burn it if I work out or if I start doing diets or something. I don't know what I was thinking. But like I said, they wanted me to lose 4 inches and that was just not gonna happen. So anyway, so then when I finally started getting serious with them, I had to move to Oshawa, which is where I live now, which is like 40 minutes away from Toronto. So unfortunately I had to leave that agency because that's like 4 hours away from me, and that was just not gonna work. And then I got another agency here, but it wasn't in Toronto. It was more on the other side. Like I'm right here, Toronto's right here, and then I got an agency over here. That agency, oh my gosh, they're so good. They're the best. Mainly the woman who founded the agency, oh my gosh, she is the best. So a couple of months after signing my contract with that agency, I went to a convention that they usually have. They have an annual convention for like models and actors and like anyone that has a talent, basically, like dancing and singing and stuff like that. So that convention, it's basically like a bunch of people go there, like people that want to participate, and then there's like 50 different agencies from like all over the world that go there. And the first time I went, it was kind of bad. Like I didn't really know what I was doing yet because I had just started modeling and I didn't have good pictures and anything like that, so it wasn't so good. But then I kept working on my portfolio and everything, and then the following year I went back and I actually got 27 callbacks. Like out of 50 agencies, 27 wanted to see me, which is the majority, so that was insane. So like obviously people were seeing potential in me, and then from that convention I actually got a contract. And thanks to that contract, I went to Thailand for 3 months. But when I got back, that's when reality hit me again. And I didn't want to be traveling back and forth to that agency because it was 2 hours away. So I wanted another one in Toronto so that I could get jobs over there in Toronto. So I went there and they kind of just like looked at me and I could see that they were like, ugh, okay. but I was still there with like good attitude and stuff. But then they started measuring me and taking pictures of me and stuff. That's when they were like, yeah, this is not gonna work, like you need to lose weight on your hips and your legs again. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And they still signed me. So they were like, you gotta lose weight. And I just didn't know what to do. Like when I went to Thailand, I was like 49 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But to be healthy, I'm supposed to be like 54, 55 kilos, and I was 49, which is super skinny, mainly for my height. Like I'm 5 feet and 8 inches, so that was like very skinny. And they still wanted me to lose some weight, and I was like, where am I supposed to get it from? Listen, I was still trying really hard. Like I was eating like almost no carbs and no fats and everything, which is very bad and very dangerous for you. You're supposed to have a balanced diet and everything, and that's not what they were promoting. They wanted me to just like pretty much starve myself while working out at the same time. So just that right there, I noticed that what I was doing was very unsafe, but I really wanted to succeed in what I was doing and stuff like that. So I kept like, I wouldn't say starve myself because I could never do that. I love food way too much, but something really close to that. Thank God I always stopped myself from having like an eating disorder. But yeah, and also something I always got from people like agencies and stuff like that is that I was like pretty, so maybe like that could be enough and I didn't have to lose weight. Like my face was enough to do commercials and stuff like that. But then when I went to Montreal, I went to a couple of castings to a few agencies, and they told me that I was apparently too pretty to be like modeling and stuff, that I should do acting because I don't have the body for it, and my face was like too sweet. So maybe I wasn't what Montreal wants, I guess, or whatever they meant, I don't know. But yeah, I remember I went to like 4 or 5 agencies in one day. They were like, oh, you gotta lose weight, you gotta lose weight, you gotta lose weight, which is what I had been hearing since like I was 15 when I started modeling. So that's when I was like, ugh, I can't do this anymore, and I just decided to quit. I didn't think it was worth it. People treat you, not people, like casting directors and even other models, people in that industry are very mean, and they don't really care about your feelings, obviously, because you're literally just a hanger for them. Like for the designers and for the casting directors, you're just a hanger, and that's why they want you to be so skinny and stuff like that. And the models, if they see that they're like taller than you or like a little skinnier than you, a lot of them treat you really bad as well. Like they don't treat you bad directly, but they like, you can see them looking at you and stuff like that, and it's like, why? They can just support each other, you know? I mean, like, it's very difficult if you're trying to be a model and you have the body for it, because they will push you. They will push you to your limits until you're pretty much starving yourself, and you don't realize it because you're like, oh, I want to be a model, I want to be a model, and that's all you see basically. You don't realize at the moment, you don't really realize what you're doing to yourself and your mental health and your physical health and stuff like that. You don't realize it until after, and you're not in the industry anymore. You're like, wow, what was I thinking, or what was I doing? I mean, if that's really what you want to do, there's obviously exceptions to the industry. Like I don't mean to be really racist or anything like that, but there's a lot of famous models that are very different from the typical super skinny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of exceptions to the typical, oh, you gotta be super skinny and super tall and all of that. Like there's a lot of models that make it even though they're not like that, and that's maybe why they make it, because they're different from everything else, from everyone else. But usually if you're not the way they want you to be, like super skinny and super tall and maybe even just white, the casting directors and stuff like that, they will treat you pretty shitty. It sucks, but it's true. Even if you're like super pretty and like skinny, but not the skinny they want, they're still gonna make you feel like shit. Even sometimes they're looking for a certain look. Like they want you to be blonde and super tall and like maybe not so skinny and stuff like that, and you're not exactly what they're looking for, they're also gonna treat you bad because that's just not what they want. So like, it's like, no, next. And you're like, oh, did I do something wrong? Do I not look the way I'm supposed to look? It's not you. Sometimes it's really not you. It's just, you're not what they're looking for. So all I'm trying to say is that modeling is not as easy as you think. People think that it's just about just like posing from a camera and that's it. It's a lot harder than that. You gotta do diets and workouts and like work out a lot. Even then you're not good enough for the agencies and the casting directors and the designers. So it really sucks. But if that's what you really want to do, just go for it. See how it goes. See if you like it. But be very mindful of what you're doing and what you're getting yourself into, because you can get lost very easily in that industry when you're surrounded by beautiful women and people that say that you can do it, but maybe it's not so realistic. If you know your body's not gonna go down to size 0 and size 1 or whatever it is. This sounds bad, but like, don't torture yourself trying to get to that point. I don't know, that's just my advice. I'm just telling you like my experience and what happened to me. But I'm very glad I did modeling for so long because it taught me so many things. It taught me how to be confident about myself, how to do my makeup. Like, it taught me how to walk in heels, walk with confidence, which is very important even when you're walking into a job interview. That's very important too. So it taught me a lot of things, but it also taught me to just love myself and know my worth. I think that's more important than anything else. And you know what, even if you don't make it as a regular model, and by that I mean like with an agency, stuff like that, nowadays there's so many options to like be a model. It sounds weird, but you can be an Instagram model and be even more famous than real models and make even more money, like a lot more money. Models don't make that much unless you're like a supermodel. So don't think that just because you're a model you're gonna make a shit ton of money and you're just gonna be famous and stuff, because it doesn't work like that. The competition is intense and you literally have to give it your all. Like, you gotta be 100% committed, and it's just really hard. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this little story time. If you like videos like this, let me know. Maybe I'll tell you some other interesting stories, I don't know. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and today's shout out goes to this beautiful person. Thank you so much for your love and support, and if you would like a shout out as well, all you gotta do is subscribe to my channel, comment when you're done the first 30 minutes that I post a video, and that's pretty much it. It's super easy. And I'll just see you guys next time. Bye!